With just a few days left until the draft, the Vikings find themselves in an uncomfortable position. Few picks, little room for error, and a lot of pressure to get it right. What led to this scenario is now being reviewed with more attention. Share your thoughts on this planning, leave a like, and subscribe, because the cost of the past has arrived. The Minnesota Vikings will enter the 2025 draft with only 4 picks. 1 at the end of the first round, 1 compensatory in the third round, and 2 on day 3. It's the lowest capital among the 32 teams in the league. And this is no coincidence. It was a direct result of an aggressive repositioning plan made in the previous cycle, which is now starting to be analyzed more coldly with more context and initial results in hand. The most significant move involved the selection of Dallas Turner, an edge rusher from Alabama. To get him, the Vikings moved up from the 42nd position to the 17th, using 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round picks from 2025, as well as 1 from 2024. As currency, the goal was clear: pair a promising quarterback with elite defensive talent and come out of the draft with 2 cornerstones for the franchise's new phase. But the price paid for this is being felt now. Turner arrived as one of the highest bets of the defensive class, projected by many as a top 10 pick. However, in his rookie year, he was behind names like Jonathan Greenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, and Pat Jones II in the rotation. He played only 310 defensive snaps and had modest numbers: 3 sacks, 12 pressures, and 1 interception. It's too early for any definitive judgment. He's still only 22 years old, and Jones left the team in free agency. But the lack of initial production has sparked the debate. Was it worth all of this for a player who hasn't yet established himself? From GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's perspective, the reasoning was strategic. He himself said this week that the idea was to avoid being held hostage by a need, and that if the team succeeds, talents like that won't be available in the future. It's a reading of the competitive window, betting high when there is still room to maneuver, knowing that success may make access to top prospects more difficult in the coming years. But there is a risk. If Turner does not develop in 2025, this year's draft will be scrutinized even more, because the Vikings won't have as many chips to compensate. If he succeeds, no one will remember the picks involved. But if he doesn't, the aggressive process will be viewed as hasty. Do you think the Vikings made a mistake by paying so much to move up in the last draft? Or would you do it all over again if you believed in the talent? Comment below, leave your like, and subscribe, because this conversation will yield a lot in the coming months.